What's up, y'all? I just stop by and say something real quick. We gotta pray for our kids. God gave me a song years ago called "Elevated Praise," and it talks about how the old saints and the seasoned Christians have to be strong and pray for the kids of this generation because the Bible says that they'll be wiser, but they will be weaker. And it's true. It's just in plain view. It's in plain sight. I was what sparked this video was because I was on Facebook going down my timeline, and I was looking at all these different drugs. Now, like back in my day, man, like weed was the thing. You know what I'm saying? Now today, weed is like candy. Back, when I was growing up, if you did coke, you was a crackhead. That's just off top. So that's my mentality is that. I mean, I ain't gonna tell no lie. I've lost friends over it. I mean, I'm gonna be honest because the way that I was raised, I thank God for my family. I thank God for my upbringing. And I'm not passing judgment on nobody. Please don't take offense to this or anything like that. I'm just thanking God for where I come from. Because I thank God for a praying mother, a praying grandmother. I thank God for a father who's, he was hard, but he would tell you the truth. And even still to this day, some of the things that I thought that he was just rambling on about or whatever, you know, I think and I'd be like, wow, my dad he was the truth. Regardless of if he was drunk or whatever, he was telling you the truth. My dad, the one thing that I remember that sticks out the most in my mind when I think about my father, he told me one night, he said, we was standing in the living room, I was in the kitchen, and I think this was like when I moved out, right when I moved out, because we was beefing a lot, and he said, the knowledge, the wisdom, and the understanding that I give to you, I give to you freely, but I had to suffer for it. I had to go through these things, and I give it to you for free. Basically saying, everything that I've gone through, all the knowledge that I've obtained from all my struggles, I give to you for free, so you don't have to go through that. That's how I try to live my life. I try to speak from my experiences and what God has, you know, um, brought me from, and also from um, just the revelations that God has given me. I'm not perfect. I got issues, but the level that God has me at, it's amazing. My mind's just opening up to a whole lot of stuff, and all that comes from seeking Him. Reading your Word and admitting your wrongs and trying to get closer to Him. Because the closer you get to Him, the more all of these imperfections and these strongholds are going to begin to taper off. So, like I said, in my day, weed was the thing. I'm not gonna lie, I was a big pothead, man. I mean, whew, I smoked so much weed. That's why I'm so crazy now. Like, for real. I can't. A lot of stuff, you know what I'm saying? You could tell me something and then come to me like a day or two later, and I'm like, what are you talking about? Matter of fact, it don't even take that long. Sometimes it's like a couple minutes. And I'll be like, what? You ain't ever told me nothing. I didn't hear nothing. I didn't hear nothing like that. You're a liar. I didn't hear nothing like that. You're a liar. No lie. You're a liar. Why you lying? Why you lying to me? I swear up and down and tell you that you're lying. Because I don't smoke so much weed, you know what I'm saying? And weed does, it has good attributes, but it kills your brain cells. I mean, it's a drug. But looking at it on the spiritual side of things, you look at it in your body is a temple of God, you know what I'm saying? And these drugs are designed to deteriorate your temple. To think about it, these drugs are getting more hallucinogenic. They're getting more debilitating. They're getting to the point where either even your flesh starts to fall off and you get all these sores and bumps in your face. You know what I'm saying? You have all sorts of teeth fall out. You know what I'm saying? All these types of things. It's designed to break down your temple. And if you really think about it, if you go and you read your Bible, it talks about the temple of God. You know what I'm saying? God is not going to dwell in an unclean temple. You know what I'm saying? So if your temple is deteriorating, you know what I'm saying? If you're, going to a self-induced deterioration, how can the Spirit of God live inside you? You know what I'm saying? If your mind is not clear, think about it. You know what I'm saying? The crocodile drug, I think they call it the zombie drug. You look at the flock of thing, and it makes you hallucinate. You know what I'm saying? Weed makes you, you know, weed used to just make me tired and hungry and, want to have sex. You know, just be honest. That's what weed used to do. I've never done coke. I've lost friends over cocaine because I just can't deal. You know what I'm saying? And I'm pretty sure that my weed addiction that I had, probably, like my ex used to get on my nerves all the time. I don't want to do this my weed. I don't want to do this my weed. And she turned out to be a crackhead. Really? Really? You know? So, I mean, just take a minute, man, and look at that thing, man. Spiritually, it's the truth. A lot of people don't believe in God or believe in these things, but if you just go and you read your word, you get that revelation. I'm trying to tell you, man. All these drugs are getting worse and worse, and they're designed more to turn your brain to mush. You know what I'm saying? To straight up mush. You know what I'm saying? You can't control yourself. You can't conduct yourself properly. You end up in all these different situations. I mean, it's an attack of the enemy. That's plain point blank, plain and simple. That's what it is. So we really do have to pray for our generation, man, because the Bible says that we be wiser but weaker, and it seems like the more years go by, the smarter